All right. So, Basher, suspended there, about at waist deep, now, just kind of holding onto the sand as the rest of him is dangling above nothing. Basher can't feel anything beneath him at the moment. Though he was able to bark out the words, "Let me drop" or something along those lines.
Yeah. Let me sink.
Let me sink. And Zala stopped, attempting to help. Yeska, you are able to get free because Zala did use mold earth to move away a significant amount of the sand. So, Yeska, at the moment you are free. You can do what you wish to do, though.
Yeah, I'll frown. I'll let go of Asher's hand. Zala, go ahead and let me drop too.
Of course.
As Leo is also there, but he's not here at the moment. I think we started too early because he's definitely not here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll keep the cliffhanger here for just a second longer.
Yeah, second break.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Sorry to. No, I don't know if that's gonna screw up recording stuff. But...
I'm just gonna leave it going, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, yeah, that was him.
Well, we have a deserter.
And you know we need deserters.
Kill him.
Eat them.
All of that works.
I could start from the top if you want to stop recording.
No.
From the top.
I think this is pretty endearing content, you know?
Okay. It's so freaking hot in my room right now.
How hot is it?
You know.
Well, let me see. Hold on.
Now from the top, make it drop.
He's been gone 15 minutes. And it is 15 minutes. The AFK timer.
Wow. Would you look at that?
If he's not here, he doesn't deserve to play. That's what I say when Xander's not here. It's what I say when Cameron's not here. So, fair is fair.
Equality, cunts.
Whoa, yes. But he overstepped, but he's right.
Now we do need to restart the recording.
Definitely out of line, but absolutely correct.
We can edit all this out, right?
Why
We
would
just
we?
censor that one word.
Oh, he said edit it out. Thought you said edit it.
No.
No.
In it.
What the fuck is a snort?
Don't know what a snort is.
Snort?
What?
It's what you do to cocaine.
Yeah. No. This is in the terms of network security.
Oh. I've heard the term. Don't know what it is.
It's an acronym for Single
This, but bigger.
Network Operating Repair Timeline.
Yeah?
It's a NID.
Yeah.
Ah. All over clothes.
It's a network intrusion detection system.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just looked it up and found that as well. Neat. This class blows. I hate this course.
Or an explosive sound made by sudden force of breathing through one's nose.
Me snaw.
I don't know how to make it big. Actually, wait. I know how to make it bigger.
GPL2 T open.
I don't know how you got this medium-sized one.
I just copied the image of yours.
Oh, okay. Because I posted the original, and that's how you do it as an emoji. I was like, how did he get this medium-sized emoji, dude?
Yeah, I just copied it. Are you kidding?
I think it's so funny.
Okay, he's been gone 20
Well,
minutes. He
it's
doesn't
unfortunate.
deserve to play. Let's keep going.
Okay.
It's unfortunate, yeah, that Blake's not here to ask Cam what's up.
Blake's never here. Why would he be here?
Well, sometimes
Like-
it's here to watch.
I
Oh, yeah,
I do
you
need
like
to
to
reintegrate him into the campaign, but
It's fine.
One
Also, is
day.
he can't move. Oh, here he is. Or is that the guest bedroom?
I think this is the
What's
game.
it
Cam,
good?
Cam,
Yeah,
Cam
he's
works
been in
at-
this room.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
plays out of the guest
Hey,
bedroom.
we
He
need
changed
a
his
strength
camera
saving throw, Cam.
orientation.
Yeah, he can change the orientation.
Strength saving throw.
You got grabbed.
Oh,
No,
hey.
he's back.
Strength
Now he's
saving
back.
throw.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Strength.
Oh.
So as Vasher is currently dangling, and Zala's just kind of resolving to allow both of them to fall. Yeska tells Zala to let him also sink through the sand. Leo, you walk up and you watch as Vasher disappears beneath the sand, and Yeska is beginning to sink down into the pit that Zala kind of dug.
What the heck is going on?
They asked to sink, so I'm letting them sink.
Yeah, I'm
To
not letting
where?
Crash go by himself. Yeah, I don't know.
Do we all
I-
need to go?
You may be able to take the hatches if there are any.
I'll message you in about 30 seconds to see if you're alive. And if so, we'll come after you.
Good plan.
Damn.
So, as Yeska's waiting to completely fall through the sand, Vasher is already falling through the sand. As Vasher, that crushing sensation releases, and you're able to pull your head down from the sand itself. Your arms are still kind of attached to the sand above you, and you're able to kind of shake what remains on your head and look down into the space below. You see that each of these stacks from the vineyard. It continues down below the sand. Though there are no grapes down here, you do see like the bits of vines and stuff continuing all the way down, growing in size until they get to strange receptacles about 4 stories below where you are right now.
40 feet?
Roughly, yes.
I told you. I told you.
How close am I? Is there anything in range that I can grab?
The vines that are currently going all the way to the bottom.
Yeah, I guess
But
once
your arms are currently like slipping or stuck to the sand and slipping.
Alright, well, once
looking
I can... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
looking throughout the space, it is cavernous. Though there are bits of light, lantern light, down below. In the lantern light, do you have dark vision by any chance? I don't think you do.
I don't.
Then from the small you can see in the lantern light down below, you see large hulking figures dragging themselves around a strange, almost plaza-like center, where you see small channels have been funneled down. You realize now that you hear a strange churning noise. From directly below you, you watch as grapes just continue to fall down, cascading down into the area below you. And then you see as the grapes hit the ground, they immediately almost explode as massive grinders are currently rotating below you, chopping up the grapes and making it into almost a mulch directly below where you are currently dangling.
Okay, so before, I'm assuming I see all of this before, like, I immediately fall. I want to try to pull one of my hands through first, and then try and grab a vine.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a strength check.
Okay. 12.
With the 12, you start trying to loosen your arms. You're at about your elbows at this point. You kind of push your legs up against the roof, the ceiling, and start trying to tug away. But instead of tugging away just one arm, both of your arms begin to slip faster.
Oh, no. All right, then I want to try and use one of my legs to bring a vine closer and, like, do the thing that you're supposed to do in gym class in order to, like, actually
Like
climb
wrap
up.
it around.
Yeah, like, wrap my legs around and, like, try and fasten it.
Okay, go ahead
Not
and
like
roll. Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Also the same thing as a strength save. Oh, come fucking on.
With a 5, you kind of like doing a scissor kick towards the vines, just trying to like pull one towards you. You know, like trying to pincer one of the vines towards you, and you do get one a couple of times, but it just kind of slips between your metal boots, not able to get any grasp at the vine. But it is within reach. It's not necessarily like 5 feet away from you. Like you feasibly could still grab it when you're falling.
I have one more idea.
And you have one more chance before you fall.
Let me just read this real quick.
Otherwise, you're falling 40 feet into grinders.
Are you Eldritch bashing this motherfucker?
I want to use my own channel divinity
I knew
on
this was gonna
myself.
happen.
Okay.
I want to use Nature's Wrath as an action. You can cause spectral vines to spring up and reach for a creature within 10 feet of you that you can see. I can see myself, I am assuming. I must succeed on a strength or dex saving throw or be restrained. And then I would choose to fail and mount myself to the ceiling?
I guess you get close enough.
I like the idea. And then as you channel the divinity, your mace feeding you this magical essence, vines begin to grow from the sand above you and wrap around you just as the sand releases you, and you feel your entire weight be pulled by these strange spectral vines that you have created. They pull you over in the direction of the vines that currently lead all the way to the bottom.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to start like trying to like tie a really strong rope together of the vines, and then
these vines are really thick. They're not like the ones up above that were holding the grapes. These are like jungle vines heading all the way down.
These are like Tarzan vines.
Yeah.
Okay, then I want to wait to see if Yeska pops down with me, and then if he does, I'll like try to help him when he comes down.
Okay. You grab onto the actual vines and just kind of fasten yourself securely against it as your spectral vines eventually vanish and dissipate. You hold there knowing that Yeska isn't too far behind, and you're correct as you quickly see a pair of feet beginning to appear in the space. And Yeska, you feel that same crushing sensation, much less so because there's less sand here to impart any damage onto you. But you do feel open air beneath you as you begin to slide down below. You do kind of the same thing that Basher did, extending your arms upwards to give you as much time as possible. Eventually, your head kind of pops out into the space. Your arms still fastened to the ceiling above, and you're able to look around the space. You don't have dark vision, do you?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. Then with your dark vision, looking around the space, you do see the torchlight down below from several different lanterns, and these large, like 2 very large creatures currently dragging a heavy cart behind them, 1 each. And in each cart, you see several other creatures kind of squirming and moving about the space inside of the little carts as they're kind of rolling in circles. You're also able to see large towers that extend upwards from each of the connecting junctions. So like one here on the map.
Okay.
One up above here.
Yeah.
And one on each side here and here.
Yeah.
And you gather that that's probably where the hatches are situated in this space. You also see the large vines kind of cascading downwards to large rollers or grinders that are currently mulching all of the wine. Avenues are channeling all this wine into the central point, almost a vortex, into the very middle, where you figured the tower is directly above. And then you also see Vasher currently holding onto some vines, not too far away from you.
Vasher, how did you know this was down here?
I made a safe guess. He talked about hatches being down here, and watching the grapes go down, I assumed that they went somewhere. So they probably went to the... Anyways, and I like try to pass him a vine and be like, grab this with your legs.
Sure. I'll just reach over.
Yeah, with the assistance, yes, you managed to wrap your leg around one of the vines. Just as your arms are let free, you're able to grasp onto the vines and swing for a moment before situating just a little bit below where Basher is holding.
That wasn't a safe guess, but I guess we're okay.
By safe guess, I mean I figured that's. I felt it was safe to assume, not it was safe to go down. I didn't think that one that far through, but I'm alive, and so are you. So,
Well,
anyways, there's a bunch of those monsters down there, I think. But
yeah, I think it'd be safe of me to assume that you have a plan.
we're gonna climb down real slowly and try and sneak around them.
Right. Okay. We'll start.
I'll be 100% honest with you, Yeska. I didn't know what to do after this. I figured that there wouldn't be a lot of creatures down here, so yeah.
Well, let's get down there before they see us.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Start climbing down.
As you guys slide down the vines, you get closer and closer to the ground. The grinding noise gets louder and louder. As you reach near the bottom of this space, you see droplets of this grape juice is currently splashing about the space, and all this is heading towards those funnels, those channels that lead to the center of the room. And it is a room. You see that the walls, at least Yeska, since you have dark vision, the walls in here are paneled with wood. It looks like this was built, not like a naturally occurring cavern. Other than the hatches or the elevators, potentially, you don't really see any other way out of this space. Both of you are currently dangling maybe 10 feet above the grinders, as you see the vines are kind of shredded and torn near the bottom.
Is there a way we can go that is not going to be shredded by grinders?
So, let me give you a visual.
Oh, hey, we got Pound in here.
God.
That's a hot boy.
Oh, there's
That
my
means
brother. One of my twins.
dick.
One of my mini twins.
Both of you are about here in the space. And as you're kind of dangling there, you can exit out in this direction. As like the vines are kind of horizontal to the stalks up above.
All right, Vasher, come on this way.
And I will follow.
Are you guys being stealthy, or are you?
As stealthy as we can, climbing up on these vines.
Yeah.
All right, go and roll stealth checks for me.
Oh, can do. Maybe
That's a 5.
9.
If there was a very low chance of us being the pair of us being stealthy.
Oh, look.
Vasher, you're wearing heavy armor, right?
Yeah, he rolled it.
I
Okay.
rolled a disadvantage.
Then,
Are the grinders loud?
yes, they are.
Okay. We're fine.
But you figure that the creatures have gotten used to it at this point.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes, because the other thing that you notice, now that you are both on terra firma, there's some of those creatures, the ones that were just missing the back half, or like their legs are just kind of dangling behind them, are currently swinging along the vines, making sure that grapes are falling and cascading down.
Yeah, of course they are. Mm-hmm.
Both of you feel like you have been noticed.
Well,
and it's at this point that one of you hears all this message.
Yeah, I'll just point. I'm probably Yeska, since that's what I watched go down, and I'll just say, Yeska, are you or are you not alive?
yeah, I'm alive.
Should we all come down there like that?
It doesn't seem so safe.
What is down there? It's a
Um,
message, so I'm just gonna keep casting
yeah.
it, obviously.
A lot of these creatures, there are hatches, maybe 10 paces from the tower.
Which
in each
direction?
cardinal direction.
Ah, I see. Then we will make our way that way.
Good luck.
Where are you?
You're behind. I'll check the compass.
Compass is spinning.
Oh, the hatch directly below, across from, sorry, the door. The door to the tower.
Okay. I'll tell Leo that.
Oh, sorry. I may have misrepresented something here. The hatches would be something like this. I'll explain the red things in a second. Oh, and that green field, the purple field on the top, I just ran out of space, so I made the square wrong. It is just a normal rectangle.
Oh, the yellow one? Wait, what?
Yeah, the yellow things are the hatches. Sorry about that. The red things are something completely different.
Okay.
And the purple square at the top right-hand corner, I just screwed up the spacing. It's a normal.
So it should be the same one as the one in the top left.
Right.
Okay, yeah, fine with me. But we're close to the south hatch anyway, so
Yeah.
description. Okay. Well, what's the red thing? I mean, we're right by it.
So, as both you kind of get onto firm ground, it's sodden and kind of a little bit slick because it's continually being dampened by the grape juice that's currently licking up onto the sides here. There is a strange structure, maybe a 5-foot cube that is currently raised in front of you. In the center of it, you see an indentation for something. It looks like it's in the shape of like a star.
Well, I wonder if that's why we are meant to come down here. Do you see any kind of coffin, Vasher? Do I see any kind of coffin? Oh, by the way, that was Sala.
Okay, great.
Roll a perception check.
Sure. 15.
15. The 15. You do see at the center of the room, covered in like a heavy layer of maybe glass, crystal, you're not sure, is a whirlpool of violet liquid. It looks like the channel's somewhere over here underground, and all the grape juice starts churning in the center.
It's not a coffin.
But it might be what we're looking for.
Yeah, maybe.
We were told to harvest wine. Do you have a water skin?
Yeah, but let's go ahead and wait for the others.
That's a good call.
I told them we're gonna be over here, and I'll point to the hatch. Or the pillar.
Yeah, it's a very large wooden pillar. It looks basically like an access elevator.
We'll try to make our way over there.
You make your way over to that hatch. It doesn't look like the chariots would fit in this particular elevator. It looks too small for that.
Good.
As
Is
you
there a door?
As you make your way there, it has kind of like a slide door, and the platform is currently at your location.
Okay. Oh. Okay. So wait, is the door open?
No, it's currently closed.
Oh, how do we know the platform's here?
Because you can see the controls in the platform. On the other side, it's not like it's a grated metal door. It's not like it's not like a solid pillar. It's completely see-through. It's just for safety reasons. You guys have seen an access elevator before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where it's just kind of like extended metal, not extended metal. What is this? Like cross-hatched metal
Gridlock.
that can kind of like
It's like a spring essentially.
Yeah, kind of looks like this. Like it's graded and
Yeah, I know what you're trying to describe
Okay,
now.
yeah. I know.
Goes up and down and up and down.
Yeah. So you can see the platform. It's just the door is currently like closed.
Okay. Well, can we open?
You walk up to it. You grab onto the handle, and with a loud, it kind of echoes throughout the room. But the entire thing slides open.
Good enough. Is anyone around?
Behind you guys, you hear.
Oh, let's get in and shut this.
Yeah.
Okay. Both of you run in and slide the door shut, and looking out into the space now, you see the large lumbering ones starting to look about the space. You're in the elevator.
Well, I don't think they'll be able to get down without this.
Yeah, I don't think so either. So guess we're going up.
All right. Can we make it go up?
Both of you go and roll investigation checks.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Dude, what the fuck?
Nice.
These
good
rolls
enough.
are scuffed.
What?
You got a 23, right?
I understand. They're scuffed in when anything that I need to investigate, golden. If I need to try and survive, very bad.
Oh, I see. Then, as both of you kind of look around the elevator, you don't see buttons or pulleys or anything. But Vasher, you do see like a strange looking compartment. As you kind of pull down the hatch, there is like almost like a turn wheel on the interior. As you telescope out the handle, you're able to rotate it and potentially lift yourselves up.
I suppose I'll start attempting to do that then.
Okay. You grab on and you start trying to rotate it. It is heavy and cumbersome to rotate this wheel. Go ahead and roll strength for me.
Yeah. Exactly. See?
As you begin to
6.
push, it slowly begins to turn. And as it begins to turn, you feel the elevator lurch and starting to move, but you're going at a crawling pace. You figure that these are meant for beefier creatures.
Okay, yes, guy, I need your help, please and thank you.
Sure. You need me to push this?
Yeah, we need to crank this.
Sure.
Strength check, please.
Oh, yeah, sure. 8.
With advantage because Basher's helping.
I don't need it. 24.
No. Yeska gets onto the handle as well and begins to help you rotate it, and it goes at a much quicker pace. As down below, you hear everything kind of stirring and moving. Up above,
Yep.
the rest of you, let's see, these guys aren't there anymore. They're down below. As Zala and Leo make their way back to the rest of you, what are you guys doing?
All right, so I
I'm
just
still
spoke
looking
with
for
the two
hatch.
that. Yes, I just spoke to the two that fell. They're safe below ground. We're supposed to meet them through a hatch. Based on their positioning, I say we take the hatch that is this direction, and I'll point to the way they fell. And Yeska said it was 10 paces or something. That direction. Every cardinal direction, so we'll head this way.
Sure, I'll follow you.
Absolutely.
You're dropping the dome, Catherine?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, they sounded fine. Just they made it safely down. They said that there's a hatch that's an easier way down. So hopefully they'll just be waiting for us.
Wait, where did the other two go? Why is it just you three?
Oh, they fell through the ground.
They got pulled
Vash-
through the ground.
Yeah, Vasha laid with
was
the
very weird.
berries. It's a sexual thing,
What?
and essentially was sucked through the ground. And Yeska went with him. And Vasha said, "Let me sink." It wasn't a decision of mine.
You did.
I did
Oh.
try.
Committed seppuku.
I don't understand what. Okay.
He uncovered a secret, and I'm sure it's perfectly safe. They would have
Sure,
warned us
sure.
otherwise. Let us go.
Yeah, lead the
Um,
way. Lead the way.
Do I see anything
Yeah.
over here?
Roll investigation check.
Absolutely. Bada boom, bada bing. How does a 15 go?
With 15, you start kind of inspecting the ground, trying to find any partition or change in it. You don't see anything. You start kind of sifting the dirt with your foot, just kind of moving it about the space. After like a minute or two, you still don't quite notice anywhere that a hatch would be.
Did you even ask where the hatch was, or are we just following you blindly?
No, they told me it was like 10 paces in every cardinal direction.
I'll look for it.
I've been looking
Roll
for them. I
investigation.
haven't seen anything.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself as well.
I've only seen tracks. I tried looking for to catch us. and they didn't.
26.
Well, the 26, looking about the space that Zala's in, you kind of walk over by Zala and start inspecting the ground, kicking the sand and dirt. Just a good cursory look around the space. Eventually, you find what looks like a seam in the sand. It's incredibly faint, and the moment you kind of uncover it, the sand covers it up immediately.
It's right here.
All right, mold earth. I'll try to clear the area.
Just before you're able to clear the area, the entire space erupts upwards as the hatch lifts about maybe 9 feet, revealing a very large opening, and you see both Yeska and Basher spinning a wheel before he
Oh,
Oh, hey.
look at that.
Hello. See, I told you they were safe.
Down there's some strange like workshop.
Yeah.
Oh, also lots of creatures.
Yeah, a lot of creatures there. I'm making some of that juice.
Mm?
Well, let's get to work then. I'll jump down.
Yeah, the wine.
Oh.
So you guys open the door to the elevator, and all you kind of climb in. As the door is closed, Yiska and Basher, do you release the?
No. No. I undo the cranking in a controlled fashion.
Okay, so instead of trying to push it now, you're trying to give it some resistance, and you realize that if you were to let go, it would just plummet. So now you have the harder job of making sure it doesn't go too quickly. So I need both of you to go and roll strength for me again, or one of you at advantage, whatever you want to do.
Come on, you guys got this. Let's go. Let's go.
Then
I'll let Yeska roll.
Okay.
Oh, good. We both got 10. Oh, I got
It's
12.
yeah,
it's really
Oh,
starting to stop. Like all of you that are currently in the elevator are just kind of being jostled every once in a while, plummeting like maybe a couple feet at a time before they're able to catch the handle of the elevator. Let me switch us over again.
Okay. Look at these boys.
With those rolls, you guys are getting really tired, almost near exhaustion, as eventually it does settle at the bottom.
careful. I'm sure they've noticed us.
What do we do down here? Are we just going in guns a blazing, or?
I don't know.
Well, do you not? Look at around us.
Really, the heart's around here somewhere.
Did bringing down this elevator, maybe alert them to our presence?
Oh yeah, I'm sure it did. But I don't know if
You-
they mind or not.
Maybe.
Well, they might also have thought that we were one of those.
Carts things.
Yeah.
Okay. Might want to be prepared to fight them.
I'll just
Yeah.
push myself to the back.
Yeah,
It's all you little.
I'll pull my glaive out and I'll be sure to look out for a heart. I didn't see it, but or a coffin
it's-
probably.
Could
I
it
think
be
it's
in
in the
the
middle
wine?
pool.
Oh, I was saying, could it be in the wine? Maybe they got fucked up.
It certainly could be.
Well, let's go.
You guys pull open the elevator hatch, outside, you see two of these lumbering figures. Now that they're in the lighting, you're able to have a better look at them. Looks humanoid, as said before, with large claws, each of which, each hand currently has 6 fingers, and they're kind of dragging about, stalking and looking around the space, trying to find where the source of the strange noise is. Behind them, kind of attached with strange metallic bands, is a cart, and in the cart you see humanoids. These don't look like they have long arms. Instead of arms, they have kind of attached, melded with their skin, what look like crossbows.
Pretty useful
Wow.
for the wine.
Just kind of looking out at the space. The top half of them doesn't seem to have eyes. It's just one big old mouth, and occasionally just hear them go. There's like about 6 of them in the carts behind them. In the center, there's just a bunch of grapes. In the center of the carts is a bunch of grapes, right behind these strange creatures. Occasionally, see one of them turn back and just take a big old bite out of the grapes and just begin to munch, kind of dribbling down the mouth, looks a little bit like blood.
I'm gonna barf. That's disgusting.
Even worse.
Wait a minute. Everybody, you might want to throw away your wine. This is just no.
Yeah, I'm not drinking. I did not plan on drinking creepy house wine, anyways.
I
Yeah, I'm
just
just
don't
gonna
drink
sell it.
wine.
It's disgusting.
I would also like to point out that all the wine down here is a vibrant, like purple, reddish color, as opposed to everything else that's monochromatic. The wine that's in here, currently swirling in a massive vortex underneath the glass or crystal or whatever plate above it, is incandescent. It's kind of glowing a strange color as it's swirling in that space.
Oh, you know what? Now that you mention it, the coffin probably is in there.
I can just shatter
Yeah.
that if you would like.
That's.
Nah,
mean,
As long as we're
no.
ready for a fight afterwards.
Well, what
yeah.
if can we not pull this thing back up and fight them in from a high?
I might be
No,
able to
because 2 of us
run.
would have to hold the elevator steady the entire time.
Like
Yes,
if I
the
can,
two.
if I can get to the other side, might be able to just like book it over here. If you can break it in time.
What do you mean break it? I can
Sure.
shatter it.
Well, that's what I mean. You shatter it. I run from the other side, snatch it, and
How
come
many
back over here.
how many things are there, and how fast do they seem to move? Could Raylan beat them?
Looking about them as they're kind of like searching and moving around the space, timing it. So yes, you could go and roll investigation. Just
Sure.
watching them.
And are there like hundreds of them, or are there like 10 of them, 15,
There's
20?
like 10 of them. You see 2 big ones.
That's
You
not
see, you see 2 big ones, and then a bunch of them just kind of swinging around to the vines.
22 investigation.
With the 22, you take that their movement speed is roughly 40 feet.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Ugh.
Now here's the other thing. I could also cast darkness around them if necessary. If one
They don't have
spots.
eyes.
I mean, if we're able to
Hmm.
blind them, maybe we can.
They don't have eyes.
They don't have eyes. I hear
Oh.
you.
Hmm.
They're
All right. I like Raiden's plan, honestly. He's
Yeah,
pretty
we'll try it.
fast.
If you get in trouble, Raylan, we'll help you.
All right.
Of course.
Give me a second to get to the other side so I have a more straight line to you guys.
It goes without saying we'll help.
So,
Is it?
Raylan, you gonna run out there?
No,
and try
not
and
right
get to-
now. I'm gonna try to go to this side to like sneak on that side. That way, it's just a dead, like sprint towards here.
So you're going to try and sneak to the side, right?
Yes.
Are you doing that now, or
I'll wait for them to like spread out more and like give me a clearer way.
after a few minutes, they seem to have fallen back into their normal pattern, not being able to find wherever the noise was. You see them kind of moving in a rotation, clockwise.
Yes, I love I love guards. Okay. I'll wait for big bitch to go to like here and then start moving.
You hear like the rattle of the strange cart behind them and the laughing of the creatures as they kind of pass by your nearest location. Raylan, go and roll a perception check for me.
Oh yeah, don't there be more on top of them? Oh yeah, it's a 7.
With a 7, you do notice that the strange creatures in the carts are kind of keeping their scents out. You're not entirely sure how they see, and they'll jut their arms forward, just keeping a look out into the darkness. But
Disgusting.
they don't fire or anything.
Oh, wait.
You begin to pass.
Let me just get some grapes on me real quick.
Oh, you dump your grapes?
No. I'm covering myself with grapes. I don't have any grapes.
Okay, so you're reaching down to the grinders because this is all grinders.
This is grinders. Okay.
Yeah. You have a
nope.
bottle of wine on you.
See, might as well. Fuck it. Wait, I guess it blends in. Yeah. Okay. Fuck it. I'll pour some wine on myself. I'll
Okay.
Walking Dead this bitch.
You uncork the wine and just pour it over yourself. You set the bottle down, and they begin to pass. You have a window.
All right.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
Let's go. Don't
At
you
advantage because you're masking your scent.
Okay, I got an 11 and a. Ooh, that's a lot better. 21.
21. You begin to cross, like go across this entire courtyard. With your movement, they're not moving at their full speed. They're kind of going at a leisurely stroll in this kind of strange rotation or circle. You make it to the halfway point, just as they're about to make their halfway point. In the center, you notice that this glass plate is thick. Whatever it is, it's almost magnifying this whirlpool beneath. In the split second that you have, just kind of looking down, go and roll perception.
Yeah, my best and 13.
With 13, you see a couple things. One, you see symbols here and here. You also notice that there's 2 plates of glass on this that seem to be able to be retracted out of the way. It looks like the symbols may have something to do with these pedestals.
Are they in either common, elvish, gnomish, goblin, or thieves' cant?
They're in shape. They're
No,
just
in
shapes.
shape. Okay.
Yeah, this one is in the shape of a star, and this one over here is kind of a diamond shape, a 4-point diamond.
Really lovely. Tracked. Huh.
Looking directly down, you see the top of a coffin, currently engulfed in this churning wine.
Hmm.
As you continue your dash across the space, these creatures are still moving about, and you manage to hide behind this pedestal here before these creatures begin to rotate.
Okay.
You've successfully evaded them.
Do I make sense of these symbols? Simple plans. Ooh, okay. I'll like pop my head from around the corner and see if I can look at the other side. Whoa, wave.
After a few moments, you kind of wait for them to pass, and you pop your head around the side. Everyone else, what are you guys doing?
I'll let that
Watching and waiting.
Yeah,
You see-
I'm not doing anything. Yeah.
You see Raylan's shadow momentarily as he passes over the center of the churning wine, and then he just vanishes onto the other side.
Let me double check the range. Yeah, okay. I'm going to, since I see him disappear, I'm gonna point and I'm gonna message and I'm gonna say, All right, are you ready?
Well, the thing has two plates of glass. I don't know if you can break that.
Oh, I'll double cast it. I'll just
Okay.
do it. It'll take a total of 10 seconds or 12 seconds. So,
Okay,
and
and
I'll cast it as strong as I have it. So you better run very quickly.
1 second,
And
and
in fact, we'll start going up. So if those things start chasing you, you can like jump up, and we'll already be in the air.
I don't know if that's a good idea. But do you
It's
also
going.
want to break the coffin with?
I
Or do you have enough to break the coffin too?
I will spam it. Yes, as they say.
No, spam.
This all feels very familiar.
Do not.
Hmm.
If you get in the blast, I am so sorry. That's all I have to say.
Oh, whatever. Just time it for me. Countdown or
All
whatever.
right. I'll ask the people around me. Okay, are we ready?
Not sure
Do-
for what, but yeah, I
But
suppose.
do we
Yeah,
want to
sure.
start cranking this up, or do we just? Because once he gets here, they are going to be running after him, right?
Probably.
I
Either
would,
Like-
that or
I would
I
assume
feel
so.
like all the other times where we grabbed something, they just kind of dissipated.
Okay. I'll message Raylan one last time, and I'll say, "All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1," and I'll cast the
No.
third level shatter on the box.
Okay. As you pull the arcane energy and blast it out towards the actual like top of this box, the first panel of glass just explodes, almost erupts into a geyser of glass. That's about 10-20 feet up in the air. The glass shards begin to rain down. The two creatures just go into a slight frenzy, confused and angry, looking about the space, trying to find the source of wherever this came from. The rest of the creatures are riled and confused. Let's see real quick. Leo, go ahead and roll an insight check
Ish.
on the creatures.
Inside check. Wow. 15.
With 15, aside from all the stuff that I've already mentioned, you also sense a bit of fear from the creatures.
They're scared of us.
Good. I'll cast another third level
Good.
shatter whenever you let me. I'll cast another third level shatter
Okay.
again.
And then, almost immediately after the first one, as the glass begins to rain down and kind of coat the general space, another one flies out and shatters the second pane of glass. At this point, you see these creatures are no longer angry; they are freaking the heck out, just terrified as they're starting to move towards the elevators.
Oh, that's lovely.
Uh-oh.
And
I'll start moving.
as you see the cascade that's roiling the center just explodes upwards as wine geysers out of the center and begins to fill the entire chamber.
Ah,
Hmm.
it was this. Okay.
Okay. I'll run back to the elevator and
Yeah.
get ready to start it up.
And as when the second one goes up, I'll start chopping it.
1 second.
But yeah, we get to drown in wine, boys. Let's go.
Oh, we've just released a monster.
So do you think you would get drunk if you drowned in wine?
Probably.
Does it
just
enlarge
die.
One
your
way to
lungs?
find out.
You might not make it to drunkenness before you die, but
As
Ah, yeah. Good in it.
as the wine begins to engulf the space, Raylan, immediately wine covers your feet as it's just geysering out. And you notice in the grinders on either side of you, it's beginning to spurt out of the space, almost not being able to contain the wine that is currently beneath your feet. You figure that there's maybe tanks or something, you're not sure, but that glass seemed to have been the defense against
the
this
dark
exact
arts.
occurrence. You also notice that as the creatures move into the elevators, they don't seem to have to crank anything. They roll themselves in, and they pull some strange medallions, and they connect it to the elevator. Elevators immediately begin to ascend.
Well, I don't have one of those.
The rest of you, as you climb into your elevator, wine's already filling to your ankles, and you grab onto the wheel to begin to push, and it seems to be locked in place. Above the crank, you notice that there is an opening for some kind of object. It looks like a star object is supposed to be able to fit in this elevator.
Alright,
Okay.
well, put the object in like y'all did to get up the first time. Yeska, come on.
We
I,
didn't put any object in. We just cranked it by hand.
Okay, well,
I'm
go
going
ahead.
to summon my bird
Okay.
and have it try and steal one of the medallions.
Okay. As your bird appears into the space, you watch as the elevators are currently moving much quicker than yours ever could have. Yeska and Vasher, go ahead and roll strength checks on the crank. As Tethrin, your bird starts moving in the direction of one of the other elevators.
Oh my god, we are just see? Need to save my own life. Bad
Yeah.
rolls.
Both of you grab onto the crank and begin to push. It is giving. It is allowing you to move, but a lot slower than you would wish it to move. The wine is currently filling into the elevator space. As Tethrin, your owl zooms into the area where the elevators are currently ascending for the giant creatures. As it moves through the lattices and gets into the elevator compartment, it is currently like fluttering around one of the creatures. Go ahead and roll sleight of hand for your owl.
11.
With an 11, let me roll for big dudes. Okay. As your owl swoops down, the creature is just looking like very cautiously at the growing wine at the base of this area. As it's not quite paying attention, your owl swoops in, grabs the medallion from where it's currently allowing the elevator to ascend, and pops it out. The elevator stops to a halt as your owl's already making its way back to your elevator. It rolled 2 natural ones.
Very nice.
Oh,
Where's Raylan?
Here,
Yeah, he's up here.
How how
He's
high
making
off the
his-
ground is he though? Or is he just on
What
the
do you mean?
ground?
He's on the ground.
I'm on the ground. I'm running towards the coffin, which should have been exploded.
And the coffin's here.
the coffin
No,
is
coffin.
here.
That
Currently, there's a geyser of wine shooting out of here.
I'm doing
Gotcha.
a boom, which may not happen.
I'm going to, while we wait for my bird to come back, I'm going
Then
to
fireball.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Raylan.
fireball Raylan. Second. About right here. A large earthen hand is gonna pop out of the ground. And
Okay.
I'm going to send it over to where the coffin is.
Okay, so you don't have a visual on the coffin yet?
Sure.
So you can get it right up to about here. Let me
That's
get
fine.
you a token.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm just gonna
Big
give
old
a little
meaty
ghost
hands.
token for the hand. If it'll drop it. There you go. And then just
And I want it to float like 10 feet into the air.
all right. You can manipulate it. You can put it where you want it to. So as it's currently floating, the space is currently filling up with wine very quickly. Raylan, you've waded over to about where the geyser is. You feel a tremendous amount of force, but it seems to be leaking off the sides of the space. Potentially, the center of this whirlpool is still open air, you could potentially swim down there and try and see what you can do with the.
Oh, yeah, I'm diving. I'm diving in.
Okay. You take a deep breath. Go and roll a Constitution check for me.
Oh yeah, you said check. Okay, that's just a 7.
Sounds good. All right. As you take a deep breath, you jump directly into the center of the geyser, and as expected, there is a hollow point in the center of the geyser. You begin to like slowly move downwards. There's not so much air as there is alcoholic fumes. As whatever this liquid
High
down here
smart
is,
boy.
it's not really wine anymore. It's more concentrated alcohol, as it's been churning down here for a very long time. As you're holding your breath for this encounter, you make it down and to the base where you see the lid of the coffin. The alcohol fumes are just kind of burning your eyes, and it's hard to see in this area. But the wine itself is glowing with some strange, like violet color. So you do have a visual in the space. But your eyes sting and it's hard to like manipulate. You also can't breathe. So what's your Constitution modifier?
It's +2.
+2. So you have 5 minutes of air.
2 minutes.
Okay.
2
Yeah, I
minutes.
think it's 2.
It's a basically.
Oh, it might be
such a
3.
constant.
Yeah, I think it's 1 plus
you-
con.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that sounds right. I thought you had a base of 2 minutes plus something for your modifier.
Yeah, it's 1 plus con, minimum 30 seconds.
Then yeah, I'm gonna say you have 2 minutes. That sound right?
No, it's 3 minutes.
3 minutes? Okay, cool. So you have 3 minutes before you lose consciousness.
And then
As you make it down to the lid.
it's fumes or is it liquid?
It's liquid on the edges of the coffin, but there's
Okay.
mostly fumes in the
Okay.
center.
Okay. All right. Let's go with the tactical. Okay, so I'm gonna get my crowbar. I'm gonna get my crowbar and grappling hook.
Okay.
I'm gonna tie them together. Well, let me figure this out. Okay, so yes, cut like rope, cut in half. Crowbar and grappling hook are gonna be in like a triangle type. I don't know how to explain it here. I'll draw it out. All right, so we have. This is crowbar. This is grappling hook. Rope is gonna be like this, and there's gonna be more rope like this. Don't
Okay.
question that.
Okay.
And the one that sticks out is going to be tied to a. What do I want to tie it to? I need something hefty. All right, I'm gonna not ritually cast. I'm gonna cast my unseen servant.
Okay.
It's just fucked up, but you know it's fine. I'm gonna have him tie the rope to himself, and he's
Okay.
gonna step into the liquid.
Okay.
And
So
then,
you know it's an ethereal servant that can hold up to 10 pounds. Is that right?
He
Or
has
is
a
it 50
strength.
pounds?
He doesn't have. He can move up to 15. It doesn't tell how much he can hold, but he has a strength of 2.
Oh,
And
okay. Then
It's pretty weak.
Yeah,
it's
I'm-
fairly weak, but it could potentially hold on to what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I'm putting the crowbar. I'm trying to wedge the crowbar and the grappling hook in between like the sides of the coffin and have.
So
him,
you're trying to hold it together so that when the unseen servant goes into the torrent, it pulls the entire thing away.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Then in that case, go and roll sleight of hand to build all this within like about 30 seconds.
Fucked up, maybe, but you know.
Pretty dang good. As you jury rig this kind of weird contraption, you tie it around your unseen servant, and your unseen servant goes into the strange torrent of wine. Go ahead and roll a strength check for your servant.
Oh, he's gonna die. Oh my god, he almost had a 1, but he got a 7. I think. Let me make sure.
With a
it's a
7, the force of the tides is too great, and your servant is split in half by the rope and vanishes.
Oh fuck.
The rope is dangling in the wine now.
Can we see anything that's going on?
the pit that he is down in right now is roughly 20 feet down, and you're caught. There's like a geyser wall of wine that's currently shooting upwards.
Gotcha.
At this point, Tethrin, by the way, your owl has returned with one of the amulets.
I'll hand it to somebody else. Let's get out of here.
We're not waiting for Raylan? What about the heart?
I've got some assistance for Raylan if he makes it out, but we can't wait here and drown. And I'm worried that if the wine adds too much weight, we're not getting out of here regardless.
All
Fair
right.
enough.
I hope he can swim.
At this point, this guy on the right has made it to the top. These guys are stuck because you've got taken
Good.
their amulet away.
Well, at least the monsters aren't going to be able to get up. Let's go.
What do we do with this?
I
don't know.
think you put it in.
Put it in where?
What shape is it?
The amulet that you're currently holding is in the shape of a star, and there is a star-shaped indentation above the strange handle that Vasher and Yiska have been turning.
Oh, right here. I'll put it in.
Plus, I think if we remove it, we don't drop. We just maintain where we are. So if we're actually too worried about Raylan, we can just stop the ascent.
You click it into place, and the entire handle and wheel retract back into like the little cubby. It doesn't close because that was manually opened, but the entire thing begins to rotate on its own and begin to lift up. The wine was at about your waistline at this point, but it makes it a lot slower to ascend, but it manages to break free of all the wine and continue to go upwards. It's going at a decent pace. It's going faster than you guys were cranking it up, but not so fast that you couldn't pull away the medallion before you get to the top.
All right.
Raylan, what are you doing?
All right. Ethereal didn't work. Boy, ain't got no time. I'm the next wait.
You're gonna tie yourself to the rope and pull it away?
I'll have it on my hand, like my arm, and do that, just so it's not my midsection. I can lose a dislocated arm.
Okay. You wrap and tie the rope around your arm, and you just jump into the geyser?
Yeah.
Okay. As you dive into the geyser, you're immediately shot up into the air and you feel the rope go tight. Go ahead and roll a strength saving throw.
I've seen this episode of Attack on Titan.
Oh my god. It's a 6.
With a 6, you've the moment it goes tight, you try and hold on, but the force of the geyser is too great, and your arm, you let free of the rope. You still feel the rope tugging at your arm, going tighter and tighter, almost like a noose around your around your arm. It hurts a ton, and you're not able to regain your balance in the space. You lose like 30 seconds of oxygen.
Can we see a middle?
That's fine.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
I
I don't have anything to help myself.
15.
With a 15, you see, you notice a disturbance in the geyser as something is currently bubbling around the space, just kind of like swirling and sloshing, almost like a divide where there should be more wine.
I'm gonna grab it with my earth hand.
Oh my god, it's gonna hurt.
As your earth hand goes in to grab something, go ahead and roll a dexterity check at disadvantage because your vision's kind of blocked. You can't really see it. You just see the divide in the wine.
If it helps
Okay.
any,
12.
200. I'm like at least 200 pounds of something, with myself and items included.
Your hand reaches in, and you command it to grasp. Raylan, all of a sudden you feel something wrap around you.
Oh.
Something heavy.
What the fuck is this?
We're gonna pull back towards me.
As it begins to pull, Raylan, the strain on your arm is getting insane. As you feel something go pop.
Yep. I'm a reasonable bitch. I'll try to hold on.
Your arm has completely dislocated at this point. It's still attached to you, but your arm is dislocated. As you now protected from the geyser, you're able to kind of like feel around with your other arm and grab the rope, kind of trying to relieve the tension on it. It hurts a ton, but Raylan, Tethrin, you see as the earthen hand rises above the geyser, and there's a rope attached to it.
Does the lid come off? Because I would done like about 15 feet.
Tethrin, do you keep pulling?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As you continue to pull, you see pulling out of the geyser a lid just flopping in the space.
Damn.
So
Is that him?
wait, what did you?
He didn't get
The
the
coffin
coffin. He
lid.
just got the lid.
Yeah, he got the lid to
That's
the
all I
coffin.
wanted.
Oh, I see. So I can see the coffin, like the lid.
Yeah, you see the lid just kind of dangling below your earthen grasp.
Gotcha. I'll let go of whatever I'm holding onto now, which I guess I don't really know, and I'll go and grab whatever is inside of the coffin.
You yourself or the earthen
No,
grasp?
no, the hand, the grasp.
The hand can't see in there, and it's much bigger than the coffin.
It's
Oh,
fine.
but
I'm
I can
falling
see
back
it,
in.
No, not from
It's
this
a geyser.
Again, there's a giant wall of wine going
Oh,
about
I
20 feet up
thought
in
you
the
said
air.
I could see it.
No, you could see Raylan and the weird divide that he was
Gotcha.
making disturbance in the
Okay,
geyser.
then I'm going to. I don't know what to do. Never mind.
It's fine. I'll try to struggle. Oh, he let me go, so I don't have to
Yeah,
struggle.
I let
I'm
you go.
falling down.
Yeah, Raylan, you drop into the wine. That's now a good 10 feet of coverage in this entire space and climbing. You feel your arm completely dislocated and useless.
That's fine.
As you try to untie the knot that's currently grasped around your arm, you're unable to, as the knot has tightened with
I'm cutting.
the strain.
Yeah.
You
I'll
take out
cut
your
the
short
rope.
sword and you slash
Yeah.
the rope. The lid just kind of sinks beneath the wine. As you are currently one-armed, you put the short sword back. The geyser is in front of you.
And we're
You're
back
able to take another
into it.
breath.
No, yeah, I'll deep breath and quick breath and then go back in that.
Okay. First of all, go roll a Constitution saving throw. See if you can
yeah.
blink through the pain here.
15.
Okay, yeah, that's safe. As you kind of shrug away the pain of your arm, just running on pure adrenaline, you dive back into the geyser, doing the same descending movement that you did before. You make it onto the internal part of this. As you sink down to the bottom, you're able to see that a body inside of the coffin, and you hear that rhythmic dum, 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 from the inside. Clutched in the hands of this person, you see something is currently moving.
Sorry, friend, but I'll be taking this. Yeah, I'll grab first. I'll grab with my left arm, which I'm presuming is not the one dislocated.
Okay, you grab the arm, you pull it back, and you see like the piece of the key that's currently thumping like a heart in the hand, clutched in its hand. You also see a wire from the wrist leading all the way to the bottom, where from the side of the coffin you see something go on a timer. Then you see a flint and steel.
I got a lot of health. Oh, grab the bitch and I'll try to do the same thing. I jettison myself up with the thing after grabbing the heart or
In a panic,
piece.
You grab the heart key piece. You jump into the wine and shoot yourself upwards. With the mobility that you have, you make it into the small sea of wine that has formulated up above. As you're kind of trying to swim and wade yourself out, the rest of you are almost completely up to the top.
Can we see him trying to get out?
Yeah, at this point you see Raylan just emerge from the wine.
I grab him.
The earthen grasp like scoops down and grabs Raylan, and it begins floating up towards you.
Yep.
Okay. Because Raylan, you knowing what's about to happen, you kind of bunker yourself into the earth and grass as best as you can. It begins to drift up to the rest of you guys. Do you guys stop the elevator or you keep going?
Do we think the grass can make it here before the elevator hits the top?
Probably not. You guys are like pretty close to the very top.
Oh, you got Raylan.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pull out the
would I be?
key.
The elevator stops. Remember, so it's parabola. It's like 40
Yeah.
feet up plus whatever
Distance.
distance we have here. So from here to an additional 50 feet. 45 feet ish.
Jesus. Probably like 60
So
something.
the hypotenuse of that triangle is.
I don't know. I can't do math, but it's longer than
True.
45
long-
by 50. It's
don't wanna
it's
do
like
that.
it's like 85-ish.
And how fast does your earth and grass move?
Oh no, is that
30
right?
feet per second.
30 feet per round. Okay.
Per round, yeah.
I don't know math.
So as it's moving as quickly as it can towards you, all of you hear a boom, boom. The entirety of the wine bulges as you see almost like a much brighter light from the interior igniting. A tidal wave of wine is kind of erupting upwards.
Not
How
nearly
fast-
85. It's like it's like 67.
65.
Yeah.
It's yeah. So
Yeah, so-
how fast can you move?
30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Raylan made it about halfway before it detonated. And as it's moving the other half to where you guys are at, the blast shoots directly upwards. You see cracks beginning to form up above. As Raylan manages to get up to where the elevator is, you quickly open the hatch as a fireball is beginning to echo up to the top and roll in your guys' direction.
All right, Raylan, get in, and I'll stick the key back in.
Wrong
See the-
arm. Wrong arm.
Stick the key back in. You see Raylan's arm is normally it's a beautiful hue of green. It's now a strange violet hue as the rope that is very tight around his forearm. Forearm?
Yeah.
Bicep?
Uh,
I
Yeah,
can't
it's
tell.
forearm. It's right here. It's forearm.
I'm sure the rest of his body's purple too. It's fine.
This would have been This
It's like
bicep.
it's a really bad shade of almost black. As you pull him in, the elevator moves all the way to the top and the hatch opens before fire just erupts around all of you. I need everyone to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Can I do something really quick?
Yeah. What's up?
As the fire's kind of coming at us, I have no idea if this would work or not. But can I try to cast second level gust of wind towards that direction to try to like disperse it or
Mitigate.
give us a little shield time?
As
I don't know if that would work.
as the fireball is nearly like among all of you, Leo throws his hands forward, and almost with a crackle of electricity, you see a blast of air shoot out in the direction of the fireball. It kind of parts and makes almost like a V bend around you as it hits the cavern wall, and everything shakes for a moment. It buys you enough time to for the elevator to make it all the way to the top, and all of you exit before the fire is able to actually catch up to where the elevator is and vent out of the space. You guys are up above, and that was a clutch move, Leon. Good job.
Thank you.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
walk back
Next.
to the entrance to the house, and I'm gonna start ritually casting the dome.
I want to pull out my glaive. Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
Is the tower gone? Is
Yeah,
the tower
there's no
gone?
way, guys. Come on.
I knew he was gonna be dead.
I mean, the glaive's fine, but yeah,
oh shit!
you know these guys gotta.
Oh, these
Yeah.
guys are here too.
About my mace.
as all of you have made it to the top, and a fireball jettisons out the side and of the other elevators, you see this creature moving about the space, rolling and noticing all of you kind of exiting the elevator. It howls with rage as it begins to move in your direction. All of you roll perception checks.
Okay.
It has a fat penis.
That's
Oh my
a-
god! It's a
17.
7.
There are a lot of.
Ruh-roh.
Tethrin, everyone else is kind of preoccupied with a large creature currently charging them, you notice the
Me, my
spidering
arm.
cracks that were formed from below are showing up above here as sections are beginning to fall down into the cave below.
I think we need to run. I don't think this place is gonna last much longer.
All right, sure.
All right,
Dude.
back to the sanctuary.
Yep, I'm a
As-
book it with them.
As all of you turn and run from the space, the creature moving as quickly as it can towards you, being held back by the wheels of this thing, kind of trenching along with it. You watch as whole sections just begin to fall down below, smoke pushing upwards from the space, and the tower drops.
Can I do
Can
one
I
thing?
shoot it?
Oh wait.
Why?
Well, I want to
Uh,
shoot it while it's running at us to slow it
pew.
down.
Oh. Okay.
Can I?
I see. You want to
Nope.
shoot thing, not the tower.
Oh yeah.
I was like, with the tower?
What did
Yeah,
you
I
want to
wanna
do,
shoot the-
Solomon?
I wanted to just point my finger at the tower while we're still kind of close to it, and I just want to cast message to
Bye-bye.
the sir in there and just say, "Your loss will be remembered," and I will, as we continue
Of
running.
you may die.
Okay. Vasher, you turn, and as you're kind of running, you aim an Eldritch Blast in the direction of the creature that's rolling, and now panicking as the earth is slowly slipping beneath it.
Alright, so I will shoot at it twice. A 19 for the first one, and that one's gonna miss.
Overkill.
The 26.
So it'll
but-
take 4 damage and be slowed by 10 feet per. It'll be slowed by 10 feet per turn.
Very nice. As you blast into it, it does definitely hit, and you see the pulse of Eldritch magic pulling it backwards and preventing it from moving as fast as it needs to before the earth gives way beneath it, and it plummets into the wine and fire below.
Hope that wasn't a sapient creature.
As all of you watch the elevator stacks like fall and break, a large, like a giant crater has formed, at the bottom of which is a massive amount of wine. The bell tower has smacked directly in the center where the vortex was, stopping the wine from flooding the space.
Oh dang it, he
maybe
lived. All right, well let's
You look at the bell in the tower, and you notice that it is its normal, like, strange-eyed bell shape. You look up where the tower was, the lanterns are still there, and you still see the normal bell up above.
Sure.
Interesting.
very interesting. Let's go clear the last two.
Wait, does someone want to help me get this shit off my arm?
I think we should rest.
Oh yeah, I'll help you. I also agree with we should rest.
Not here.
Well, in the
Uh,
in his little hut.
Oh well. Okay.
Oh, yeah, sure. Well, yeah, let's. Are we out of the fields at least? The fields are
Yeah,
not so
yeah, yeah.
good.
We're leaving the fields.
The earth is still like kind of crumbling beneath your feet, so you guys hurry along until you make it to a safe distance. Basically, back to the path that you had forged for yourselves before.
All right, perfect.
As a rather large crater in the center of which is the bell tower that you had seen before, a small ocean of burning wine beneath it. All of you begin to move in the direction back to the main thoroughfare of the Drent House. Having made it back to that space, you notice that one more lantern has been lit. Raylan still is holding onto a piece of the key. Hasn't been informed with the rest.
Here, take this, Tethrin. Leo, do you mind?
Yeah, are you
fucking-
okay?
Yeah, just like shove my arm. I'm gonna like.
Okay, I'll try to to put his arm back in socket, and then I'll immediately after that cast a cure wounds.
Okay.
I don't know if he
Then
needs it, but
Leo, go ahead and roll a medicine check for me.
okay. I'm gonna give myself guidance as well. Right.
22.
Yeah, plus
Plus.
1, 23.
23. Raylan, he does the fake out countdown where he's like 1, 2, and then he just pulls it on 2. And you feel your arm kind of pop back into place, and you're starting to regain movement in your arm, though it's slow going. for the time being until you rest. You'll have disadvantage on any attacks you use with that
Oh,
arm.
I'm also cutting the fucking rope off my arm.
Well, yeah, I assumed you guys did that before you
Actually, I don't want
relocated.
to keep it. Yeah, you don't need it.
Okay, thank you.
You can also mark off a length of rope, a crowbar, and a.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I already did.
As you guys are now in the main thoroughfare, Tethrin, you were handed the piece of the key.
Yeah, I'll put it back into my bag of holding or my handy haversack.
You're not gonna attach it with the rest.
Oh, had we been doing that?
Yeah,
I think so.
Oh, sure.
I don't remember.
I'll do that.
Okay. You place the third piece of the key, and it's starting to look more key-like now that the third piece is there, though it's still rhythmically thumping like a heart. The moment you do, all of you flash to a moment, a vision. A small vineyard that you had seen from the top of the bell tower. You see a body currently laying over one of the vines, the vine stacks. It looks like it fell from the top of the tower.
Damn it.
Looks another person wearing a suit, fancy attire. Though you
This
can't
was a
really
man.
make out the face.
Yeah, it's not Diamond Crown Dan, right?
It is not.
Yeah. Cool.
As your visions kind of flash back. You're in the main thoroughfare in front of the drugged house.
You know,
I'll put the key back in my bag and start casting the dome.
I'm starting to think that the dents killed the fucking guest and they got cursed for it.
Yeah, I think I think that's about right.
Well, we only have the sanctuary and the other place left.
Yeah.
We're making quick time.
Let's go to the greenhouse first.
Well, I think we're waiting on Tethrin, right?
Of course, we're gonna wait for an hour to
Well,
relax.
we should make a plan while we wait.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Well,
I just
why
wanted to
not
make sure we're resting because I'm feeling a little wounded.
Yeah, I'm a little tired, but I haven't been hurt.
I feel great.
Well, good for
After
you.
10 minutes, the dome bursts into life. It looks strange in this monochromatic world, like almost like a bubble of water just formed in the immediate space. Seems like the nature of whatever's happening, whatever illusion is controlling all of this, can't make sense, heads or tails of what the dome is, so it just made it into a blob of water.
Raylan, is your arm okay?
It's not okay.
Right here. I'll give it my healing hands. It heals 5 hit points.
You feel the energy. It's soothing in a way as it passes into your arm. You don't feel like it's taking away the disadvantage, but it's taking away the pain.
Oh, thank you, Jessica. That's lovely.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, do you still have that wine I gave you?
Yeah,
Mind
Can
if I
go
borrow
anywhere.
it for a second?
yeah.
I'm just
I'll give it to him.
gonna down like a quarter of it.
You grab the cork. Do you?
It was in the normal. It was in the normal space, so hopefully.
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
no, it
no.
wasn't. Wait, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
in the
it-
black and white
It's in
space.
the kitchen.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
it was not in the no. Oh wait. Yeah, it was not in the normal space.
Yeah, not in the normal.
It's bad.
So
It's bad.
the wine currently has a wax seal on top of it, but I'm gonna just say that you had a wine uncorker thing.
I use my teeth.
Okay, a cork
Could
is
use a
flush
dagger,
with the
too.
bottle,
Yeah, you're right.
That won't work.
so you grab a dagger. I'm just gonna say you're able to open it somehow.
I'll break the
Um,
fucking top off.
Okay,
Yeah,
you take
just
it,
saber
your
it.
short sword and you just saber open it. The top kind of pops off. No glass gets in it because there's too much pressure, and it smells of wine.
Nope, this is gonna have to do for now.
You see Raylan chug back a bit of the wine. Go and roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh my! Why are my cons so shit?
Due to the nature of this world, you don't know what it is, but the wine was meant, in whatever scenario this is, to intoxicate. So you feel intoxicated.
No, I'll do it.
The dome is available for all of you if you need to rest.
I'm gonna take a short rest.
Ish.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure. I'll short rest.
Short rest.
I'll take a rest too.
Oh, easy day.
So we're clear to short rest then?
Yes, you are clear to short.
Okay. Let's see. What do I?
Heal for 26.
And I'm
Two
gonna
die.
use the restroom real quick, so I'll be right back.
Off of 2? Holy.
Yeah. Because I rolled a 10 and a 9. Easy day.
Are we done? Or are we on break? Or
We're on
Oh,
break.
nice listening, David.
I just got back.
Davey,
He went to the bathroom.
not listening again. What?
Good job. The shatter plan worked.
4 plus.
Good job to yourself.
No. Good job to Raylan. That all depended on Raylan.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he almost died.
And
I
it
didn't
was
almost die. I had 38 health. Not
Well, I
38,
mean, you
32.
dislocated your arm while swimming with like 30 seconds of breath left.
I think.
Oh, I had breath back. I was at the top.
Oh. Yeah, I guess you were.
Did we end?
Short resting.
No,
No,
we
we're
went.
on
We went bathroom break.
Nice listening, Noah.
Yeah,
The
nice,
bath,
listening.
not to the bath.
David.
Nice listening.
I just
Yeah,
thought
David
it's
did the
usually
exact same thing.
around the time that we're usually in. So.
That's true. That is true.
Popping open a cold one. Now I'm out.
Is that a bear?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's a nice
Rubber.
strawberry
This is a-
flavored sparkling water beer.
This is just a mineral
Sounds good.
water.
That's interesting.
Is that a mineral water?
And then
Is
we
that
have a
mineral water?
Sprite Zero.
Oh.
Early morning. She wakes up.
Stand a minute. Are you still in here? No, it's completely. It's so freaking hot in here.
Corpus husband.
That was an interesting way to resolve that, guys. Good job.
Wasn't quite expecting that.
No, I thought you guys were going to go after the creatures, grab their medallions, disable the thing, and have a
Never.
modest.
That's too easy. Too easy.
Why would we
gotta
do
speedrun
that?
this shit.
LOL.
Combat? The fuck is combat? We don't know what that is. This is a role play only D&D group. Get the fuck out.
True.
I was ready for the combat. It's all good.
I was like, yo,
It was definitely interesting.
I was like, you said take it? Oh, I can take it, all right.
All right. About an hour passes. Or from what you can tell, an hour has passed. As all of you kind of manage to wind down a little bit, heal up with whatever
Wind
salves and
down?
bandages you have inside of the bubble. After about an hour, all of you feel rested at least and ready to continue moving on if you so choose.
All right.
Yeah. You ready?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which way was the greenhouse again?
It is the fourth path You see it labeled a greenhouse, the last one being sanctuary.
All right. Well, let's get going.
All
Two
right.
more left.
Same marching
Mhm.
order.
Yep.
As I just put us back on the river on that. As all of you start marching down in the direction of the greenhouse, it is following the path of the maze, or slightly close to the maze as you kind of curve around the southern side of the house. You see the maze off quite a distance, burnt, and just the remains of what was the maze. As you continue on in the space, in the direction of the greenhouse, eventually over the horizon, you see a large glass building made of multiple spaces and areas. It kind of looks like a giant warehouse, entirely vented in glass. From the tops, you see almost smokestacks and massive plumes of steam coming out of the top. A little bit to the north, you also notice another building on top of what looks like another hill. It's entirely made of like a white stone-looking substance, and the field directly around it seems to be a large grave site. That looks to be the sanctuary off in the distance. The road curves in the direction of the glass building, the one that you believe to be the greenhouse. As you approach, it is probably the furthest location from the house that you've been. Also in this strange expanse, much too far to be real in the area that you're in. You notice that it's again a large airplane hangar almost, made entirely of glass panels. Occasionally, some of the higher panels kind of lean outwards, and just jets of steam blast upwards, and then they close. You are now at the foot of this massive building. You can feel the heat radiating off of it. There are a set of double doors at the front, and a couple of lanterns that are kind of hanging in the area just outside of the doors. The lanterns are currently lit with a monochromatic light.
I cast Shatter on the glass. No,
God
I'm sorry.
damn it.
You cast Shatter on one of the panes of glass. The moment you do, you see it rebound and fly off in some direction.
Dang.
Zala, you're a one-trick horse, aren't you?
No, it was worth a shot to just end our troubles now, and we
Sure.
can go to the sanctuary.
The panel that you had just hit bows out for a moment, and the top kind of opens, and a jet of steam shoots out from it, and then closes up again.
Hey, Leo, does the note say anything now that we're here?
Ooh, yeah, I look at the note.
You kind of unfurl the note that you had. You have two notes on you at the moment that have changed. The guest list has added one more name.
Okay.
Wait, did you say the name?
No. I'm switching over to the document real quick.
Sure.
Problem.
Okay.
Ugh.
The name reads Paul Delane.
Hold the lead.
I can go ahead and put that in the chat. Oh, that's pretty close.
Nice try, Dave.
Is
There's
it
an
Dooley?
You
eye.
ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah, it is.
Ah, nice try.
Paul.
Delane is a good
Paul.
one. We'll keep that for later.
Ooh. Your name belongs to him.
And as you're looking at
The third page.
as you're looking at the third page of the task lists, the greenhouse kind of shifts and changes until it reads, "Trim the overgrowth."
All right. Looks like we gotta trim Raylan.
Wait, the fuck does that even? What?
Well,
Well, you've
You
grown
have
too
been
much, I
overgrew.
think, is what he
True.
was saying. Yeah.
Bitch, I'm small right now, so technically I wouldn't even be the overgrown.
Oh,
I don't even have
true.
hair.
Oh, yeah.
And as far as I know, I don't have hair. Except for my ears.
The
Your
overgrowth.
I'm gonna trim my
ear.
ears.
So I guess we have to go inside.
So does that mean there's only one chore that I cannot read?
Yes, at the moment, the sanctuary is just garbled gibberish.
Gobbledygook.
It's going to be.
Gobbledygook.
I just feel it's going to be hot in there. I'm already starting to sweat.
Quick question. I gave you 3 names before, right?
Yeah.
Or two names.
No,
This is
it's
the
just
third name
2. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Gotcha.
didn't. Yeah, the.
because we have now
Okay, yeah.
completed
Just
3.
making sure. Yeah, just making sure. Sorry, I realized I was reading the 4th task list.
Yes.
And
The
I only
task is
gave you
ahead.
3 names. Yeah, got it. Okay. Just making sure I wasn't moving ahead of myself.
Has the first page changed at all?
No, it just still says, my husband
Knows best.
knows best. I almost said it's always right, but I knew that was right.
Yeah, guess we have to go inside, right?
Nope.
If we
The
want to
door is-
trim.
The door is currently in front of you. It looks like a standard wooden door. You don't know how it's holding back the steam, but it's in front of you.
Does it open, or do I need to knock it open again?
It has a handle.
Go
Alright.
try it out.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. I'll go
Like it
open it.
again.
Okay. You turn the door handle and you pull it back. The moment you do, steam just begins to cascade out the
Yeah,
door.
that's what it was.
It is hot. And any of you in the vicinity of the door begin to sweat almost immediately.
Holy shit.
Well, after you.
Mind you, underneath your illusions, you are wearing winter clothing,
Yeah.
so it's not helping.
Yeah, I'll take off my coat.
You attempt to.
Oh no. Oh
You-
no.
You shed,
Skin
you
comes
shed the
off.
illusion, but you still feel your winter coat on your person.
What the fuck is this shit?
Hmm.
Oh, this is gonna be a lovely day. Let's go. I've been needing to sweat off a couple pounds anyway.
You guys begin to push into the torrent of heat that is the greenhouse. Who's leading the charge?
I guess I would be. I said, let's go.
Okay. Raylan, I'm guessing Yeska is right behind.
Yeah, sure. I'll follow him.
Begin to push into the steam. Because there is so much steam in the space, you can only see about 20 feet around you, as it is thick. You can almost slice it with your blade if you wished. Walking into the area, you're just drenched in sweat and the steam that's around you. But you do notice a couple things within the 20 feet radius that you have of vision. There is a heavy overgrowth, almost like a jungle environment in here. You hear strange creatures like chirping and cawing off in the distance. The roar of almost lions and tigers.
Bears.
It feels like you've entered a way too humid jungle. As all of you manage to get into the door, do you leave the door open or do you shut it?
Keep it open. I don't want to be.
Yeah,
Hot
definitely
boxing
don't
in here.
close.
Okay. As steam is just rushing past all of you, you push forward a little bit until the steam kind of equalizes, but and you're able to kind of see out. It seems that the steam is like accumulating in that area, mainly because the door is open. It's just kind of rushing into that space and making it difficult to see. But once it kind of reaches some kind of equilibrium, you have full vision again. Occasionally, you see pockets, almost clouds, open up where the steam vents are shooting out to regulate the steam in this warehouse. But it is massive. Huge jungle-esque trees going all the way to the very top of the hangar. Glass is reflecting a sunlight that wasn't at the exterior, but it is bright. Everything is still monochromatic. You cannot tell any colors or any distinguishing features that would assist you in like choosing direction. But it's already getting very difficult to see where the glass panels are. Moving any further into this jungle, it's going to be difficult to tell where the edge is.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I assume the coffin's somewhere in all this
It's probably in water. Probably.
overgrowth. Well, if we think about it, it said clean the pool, and the coffin was in the pool. Harvest the wine, and it was in the wine. So it must be in all this jungle.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, how are we gonna fucking find out? How are we starting off this steam, first of all? It's hot as hell.
Oh, I don't think it can be helped.
Oh, trust me, it's awful.
Is
Let's
the steam
just-
coming from one place specifically?
Roll an investigation check.
Someone want to give me guidance?
I'd give you inspiration, but you did.
Guidance.
Too
Give you a
late.
smile.
Oh, clap.
All right, that's a 19.
19. Looking around, it doesn't seem to be coming from any one place. It seems like the vegetation in here is being superheated by the sunlight that's coming out down from the glass up above,
Oh, those greenhouse gases.
and thus making the entire space fill up with heavy amounts of steam. Because there is so much overgrowth, so much greenery in here, it's creating its own bubble of heat.
Can anybody?
You do
Oh,
hear
go.
rushing of water, almost like a stream.
And I'm gonna start walking towards that.
Wait, where the fuck are you going?
I want to figure out why it's so hot, and I figure that might help. If we get rid of some of the water, maybe the plants will die quickly. This place is full of weird magic.
Yeah, right. All right.
Sure.
Basher starts moving in the direction of the trees, where he can hear the water kind of rushing. As you approach the trees, there's brambles and bushes and smaller trees just kind of getting in your way. Pushing them out of the way doesn't seem to be helping. It looks like you're gonna have to cut your way through.
And I will attempt to do so.
Do you have a sword?
With your mace?
I have a mace.
You can try brute force your way through here. It's just usually easier with the.
Well, I could also attempt to just Eldritch Blast my way through.
You can
just-
if you want to.
You can certainly try.
Does anybody have like a sword that
Yeah.
I can
Sure,
borrow?
we all have swords.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm-
actually.
I'm the only one that I have switched my sword out for a cooler weapon.
Sure.
I
I
thought
did
Zay
borrow
was
a
pretty cool, but sure. Here, I'll give you a sword.
It
Short.
still
Has
is.
his face.
Thanks. Anyways, and I'll start bushwhacking.
All right. Go ahead and roll. Let's
You know, I
just say a
could probably
strength
do this
check. For this.
faster than you.
Alright, fine. 17.
As almost like a jungle exploration, he begins to hack and make a clearer path for all of you to move through the space. The rest of you, who's keeping watch in the area around you?
But not
I
yet.
guess.
I also am, or I don't have to.
Either both of you can roll, or one of you can roll with advantage.
Could both roll.
It's fine. Yeah, both roll.
Let's see. Total.
Nice.
17?
As you're moving about the space of Asher, you're just kind of focusing on carving a path, making it a trail for everyone to walk through. Leo, you're keeping an eye out, not just on the ground floor where you are, where the heavy trees and overgrowth is, but also on the trees above and the branches. And up above, you see two tigers leaping from branch to branch, just noticing the newcomers in the space. They're keeping the distance. for their watching.
Starting to think this is less of a greenhouse and more of a menagerie.
The
What is that?
menagerie is for
We're in a
guests
different
only,
place.
so
As you push further into this greenhouse, it's getting hotter as the sun is beating down on all of you. I need everyone to roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Yep,
Alright.
keeping with the program. Constitutions are shit.
Yikes.
Man,
Yikes.
Oh, Leo.
Tethrin, can you shape steam into ice?
No.
All right.
Anyone that rolled below a 5,
No, what?
Oh,
Fog.
You
Low
take,
for
uh,
now.
you take 1 point of exhaustion.
I can't.
Oh,
I don't think any
It's
of
gonna
those
get
did.
worse.
Yeah.
Wading into the area, eventually you clear a path large enough to kind of creep around some of the larger trees and make it to a small running stream. It's about 7-8 feet wide, and it's rushing real quick. You see steam just pulling off of the water. The water seems very hot.
I want to use my ice breath or my
Okay.
breath weapon.
Oh, I haven't used that in a while.
Yeah, I know. And just breathe on the water, I guess.
All right. You guys watch as Vasher blasts out a stream of ice, and it kind of freezes over an entire section of the river.
And
But
it
it's-
does 8 cold damage.
It's quickly overtaken by the hot water, and eventually, maybe after about a minute, it completely melts the ice and pushes it away.
All right. Well, I thought that might help the situation. Clearly not. All right. Well,
Too hot.
anyone got ideas?
Fucking cut down everything. Burn it if we can. Actually, burn this like we did the hedges.
I feel like this place is too wet for us to start a fire.
I don't think that's a good idea, anyways.
Only if
Well, also, yeah.
Well, um, hmm. Let's look around for some kind of structure in here. Maybe there's some kind of hint to where this coffin is.
How tall is this building rectangular prism shaped or more of a dome?
As you kind of moved along the path that Vasher had carved, you lost track of the walls.
Right, but above, can I not see anything above?
You remember the lattice shape of the glass panels, but as looking up now, the lattice looks much, much smaller than it did before, much higher up. You guesstimated when you were outside that it was maybe 5-6 stories tall. Now, maybe 20.
Perfect. Okay.
It's starting to just blend into a sky.
All right.
If someone wants to, you guys have trees around you that you could climb and see if you can get a better vantage point. You can look around your immediate area. You can follow the stream. You have choices.
Is this just jungle Narnia?
Well, there's several
Narnia.
options. I could
Jarnia.
spend 10
Yeah.
minutes to cast clairvoyance, and
That is too long.
I agree it is too long. So I'm not
Well,
climbing
what
up
does
a
it
tree.
do?
Oh, I can.
I'll start climbing.
Wait, what's clairvoyance?
Well, shouldn't.
From a point that I've been or seen, such as the top of the roof, way up there, and it's a mile range, so I could easily do it. I basically have eyes or ears in that area, so I can get a clear bird's eye view and just look.
Huh. So how high is the canopy? Would it be faster to cast clairvoyance, or would it be faster to climb up? Would you think?
Are the trees
Yeah.
really tall?
How long does it take clairvoyance to cast?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. It'd probably be at this point. Like it'd be probably faster just to climb up one of the trees. The trees are
I-
fairly tall, but
Yeah,
like you don't.
you
I've
probably.
I've started climbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vasha, you know Yeska won the competition. Yeah, I think he should be the one climbing.
Vash is like
Well,
already. Vash is already like 6 feet up on one
Yeah,
of the
two-
trees.
two people climbing better than one, right?
Depends.
Yeah, that's true. I'll start climbing.
Both of you go and roll athletics checks for me.
Yeah.
Like you beat the dog out of
And
Sasha.
I'm. Oh, it got cocked, but in a beneficial way. That's a 15.
Okay. As both of you are climbing, Vasher had a bit of a head start, but quickly enough, Yeska kind of catches up with where Vasher is on the tree. But you really don't have any problem climbing up. Leo, you're still keeping an eye on those tigers who are now curiously watching as the two get to climb up on the tree. Eventually, you make it to a large branch that kind of is over the canopy. As both of you kind of climb up and survey the area, go ahead and roll perception checks from both of you.
It's a 16.
10.
Okay.
10, 10.
Jessica, basking in the insanity that is this whole illusion, the strangeness of this world. Everything is still monochromatic, and you see the expanse. It is miles of jungle. You turn back in the direction that you came, and you do see the lattice of glass that formulates the front of the greenhouse. But it kind of dissipates and vanishes after a while. Vasher, focusing in on the jungle, looking further out, maybe 3-4 miles from where you currently are, you see a massive bundle of knots and roots wrapped around what looks like a ziggurat.
Oh, good look. Many miles? Oh boy. All right. And oh yeah, about 3 miles that way, there's a pyramid, a structure, a burial mound looking thing, covered in vines. I'm guessing that's where we're supposed to go.
Whoa.
All right. Start climbing down.
I'm sorry.
With a little bit of effort, you guys climb down to the base of this tree. The heat is just sweltering, and since you've been here, the sun has not moved.
Hasn't been that long though, huh?
It's been cutting through the forest, getting to the stream. I'd say it's been like 10-15 minutes.
All right.
Climbing up, that was an additional like 5-10 minutes, so it's been about half an hour.
Well, if we go at a good pace,
Oh, I would have been faster.
it'll only take us another hour.
Okay. Anyways. Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
Tethrin request: could you make us ice for the road? That way we don't get
Oh,
tired.
that's a good
I
idea.
will pull a 5x5 cube of water out of the river,
Oh,
Okay.
and
wait.
I will freeze it.
Well, guys, if you want to do that, I can just like chill us for an hour. Kinda.
How?
No, so this when I do this magic thing, what are you wearing?
I'm armor.
No,
I don't know.
chill your
khakis.
armor. Prestidigitation on your armor.
Oh.
Prestidigitation for 1 hour, right?
Yeah, I can do this.
How many targets?
That's right.
You can
Three,
only
yeah,
have
three.
yeah, you can only have up to 3.
So I'll do me, Ieska, and Vasher then.
Fuck you guys, the rest of you.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
they
can
can do
cast
ice.
I can cast prestidigitation too, so I could get the other 3 of us.
Oh.
No,
So-
perfect.
Catherine created a cube of ice, a massive cube of ice. Kind of set it down, and then Raylan freezes a couple of you guys, and you see immediately the steam beginning to kind of evaporate. Because of the magical nature of the space, you don't think it's going to last an hour, but it should cover you for about half an hour. At which point you could probably just recast it.
Yeah, I think this is a cantrip.
Yeah.
But now, and then Tethrin gets the other 3. So you guys are fairly covered. It's going to make the DC for the Constitution checks a lot easier.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, we'll
But
start.
Tethrin, you also have a giant cube of ice.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it with me.
Nice.
It's a 5x5 cube of ice.
Yeah, I can carry it with shape water. So
Okay, so a giant ice cube is currently following along. It's dripping a little bit and then kind of like moving back into the cube to refreeze. A cube of ice is kind of floating behind you guys as you begin to push into the jungles of the strange world towards the ziggurat at the horizon. We're going to go ahead and call it here for the night.
Tether